Mabuhay everyone! Mark just back here in the studio, and today we're back for another comparison video between the KD12s and the LEBRON Soldier 13. This is relatively new. This has been out for a while, but just a few colorways just came out, so both are fairly new in my opinion. Before we start the comparison, I would just like to remind you that I have an ongoing raffle with Outsole. I will put the detail in the description down below. Just make sure you follow everything and hopefully you'll win, because we'll be giving out 2 sneakers, one from me and one from him. Alright, now let's get on to the comparison. If you want a more detailed performance review of each of these, I'll put the link up here so you'll get to know more in-depth details of each of these sneakers. Now let's touch up first the uppers of these two. For the LEBRON Soldier 13s, this is ripstop material. What's nice about the upper is it doesn't stretch. It's very strong, very durable, and I don't think you'll be able to scratch this because of the ripstop material. It's made for durability. An overall very nice material, very supportive. Comparing it with the upper of the KD12s has a mesh upper, which is kind of fused. And what's nice about the upper of the KD12s is it's very breathable compared to the ripstop, although ripstop is very thin material too. Upper of the KD12s are very thin and very breathable, so ventilation in this sneaker is very nice. They put fused areas around the toe in the forefoot area, which adds strength to the upper of the KD12s, and this fused mesh goes all the way up to the back, making the sneaker very breathable and lightweight compared to the ripstop. Although the ripstop is not that heavy, it has an underlying layer to give extra support on the sneaker. For the upper strength and durability, I would say I would give it a tie because both are very supportive. The KD12s has a slight advantage over the breathability department, so slight advantage on the material of the KD12s, and it looks more futuristic or more modern compared to the ripstop. But if you are into the military look or something more deconstructed look, I think you will love the Soldier 13s. I mean, it really depends on the preference on what kind of look you're going after. And of course, the support and lockdown of the Soldier 13 depends mostly on these straps, which is made out of plastic nylon. It's very durable. It sticks very well if you just tighten the strap. And also the secondary strap, you're very locked down on the sneaker. No sliding off the footbed. Although I wish that they put up the cushion a bit more here so it hugs your foot more, like what I've said in the performance review, and it cradles your foot more to give you a very nice containment around the forefoot area. I just wish that they did that. Maybe just a ½ inch or 2 centimeters will make a major difference on the foot containment in the forefoot area. This strap around the ankle area really pulls you down to the heel, so no heel slippage. You're very well contained in the heel. And as for the heel cup, your heel is very well contained. There's enough ankle protection or ankle support around the heel part of the sneaker. This is a very supportive shoe for me. Just lock the strap properly and also the secondary strap and you're good to go. As for the midfoot support, it's also good. Not too awesome, but good enough. I just wish that they raised the cushion just a little bit to give more containment around the lateral and medial part of the sneaker. I mean, it will really make a big difference because they did that around the heel part of the sneaker. Cushion goes up a bit and you can really feel your heel really contained in that area. My wish on the Soldier 14 is they make it like that or just raise a bit of cushion like what they're doing here in the KD12s and the Why Nots, where they raise certain areas of the sneaker to give more containment around the forefoot or even the heel. So comparing it with the KD12s, like I've said, what I love about the KD12s is this cushion goes up in the lateral area of the forefoot, which gives you more foot containment, and this plastic around the forefoot really gives extra durability on the sneaker. I mean, look at the medial part of the sneaker. It also goes up there, so your feet are very well contained even though the sneaker is a little bit on the narrow side. But the support of the TPU materials around the sneakers make up for it. Even here in the lateral part where you see the shiny TPU, goes from the forefoot going to the back, and you can see this in the heel that it acts up as a heel counter too. And as for the medial part of the shoe, the cushion also goes up, acts as a heel counter in the medial part of the shoe. So your foot is very well contained. I think they made that to make the shoe more supportive since it's a very narrow shoe. I don't know why KD's foot is so narrow. Surely we can't have the best of everything, but Nike surely made up for it by putting more support on this very narrow sneaker. As for the height of the sneaker, the KD12s is a mid and the LeBron Soldier 13 is actually a mid-low. It's lower than the KD12s because around the collar area there's no support. The support starts from the strap, so it's a little bit on the lower side, so it's a mid-low. The KD12s is a true mid sneaker, so that's a little detail you have to watch out. So if you're more into a lower shoe, of course Soldier 13s is better, but if you don't mind a mid-cut sneaker, KD12s are very supportive. Very nice cushion around the ankles. Even though it's a mid, it's very comfy. There's no heel slippage on the KD12s because if you can see it inside, the shape is concave. Give extra lockdown on the sneaker around the heel area. Both sneakers have internal TPU heel cup, which gives you maximum heel containment. So no heel slippage on both sneakers. I'll give it a tie. And both are very comfortable. Both have excellent Achilles pillows that helps out in the lockdown of these two. Moving on to the cushion of the sneakers. For the Soldier 13s, there's a 4-foot zoom unit and the heel zoom unit, which you can really feel from the start. It's very bouncy. The major factor that you'll be feeling the zoom unit in the 4-foot is because the injected phylon is very plush. Very little break-in time needed. Impact protection in the heel is very nice. I didn't feel the zoom unit at the back, but the impact protection on this heel is a-okay. While the KD12s, as you know, is one of my favorite cushion setup out right now. It's a full-length zoom without the strobo board, and if you really want to feel the bounce right away under your foot, nothing beats the KD12's cushion setup. You can really feel the bounciness in your forefoot. No break-in time needed, and the impact protection in the heel is great. And an extra point on the KD12s is it's also very bouncy around the heel area of the sneaker, even though you don't need it that much. When you're doing heel strike sidestep, you can really feel the bounciness on the heel and impact protection on these bad boys. As for cushion, personally, I like the KD12s way better, but the cushion setup on the Soldier 13 isn't that bad too. It's just that comparing it with the KD12s, no competition. Now let's move on to the outsole of the sneakers. Let's test first the width of the sneakers. As you know, the KD12s is really narrow. What's nice about the Soldier 13s is there is a lateral outrigger that comes out in the 4-foot area, which gives you extra stability. So stability wise, I will give the Soldier 13s points because of its width and the lateral outrigger that is present on the Soldier 13s. The heel is pretty much the same, and the heel to toe transition on both shoes is fairly nice. It's curved very nicely for a smooth heel to toe transition. Now let's touch up on the rubber material. On the Soldier 13s, it's made up of very hard rubber, so outdoor use is okay. It's very well spaced, so I don't think dust particles will get stuck on the Soldier 13s. So the Soldier 13s traction, right off the bat, they were amazing. I was squeaking all over and I was really gripping hard. I really love the traction on the Soldier 13s. While on the KD12s, on my initial colorway, the black colorway, I was having inconsistent traction. At first, I was slipping. You need to break in the traction on the translucent outsole on the KD12s a bit and remove the film, and I think you're good to go, but it's not consistent on all floors. If it's dusty, you will slip, but when I did it with this gum sole, the traction became amazing. So there's a new colorway, the Dub Nation colorway. It has a blue solid outsole, so I think the traction will be a little bit better compared to the first translucent traction. So as for the traction consistency wise and the pattern of the tractions, of course the Soldier 13 is way better. As for court feel, the KD12 feels closer to the ground compared to the Soldier 13, which is a bit high off to the ground, but still very responsive. This is also a very responsive shoe, but if you want court feel, go with the KD12s. For the sizing of the sneakers, go true to size if you're a regular footer, but if you're a wide footer, go half a size up on these sneakers. But wide footers, watch out on the KD12s because it's extra narrow, especially here in the 4-foot area. While the Soldier 13s, I think this is very ideal for wide footers because there's extra space above the 4-foot area on the Soldier 13s. So both sneakers are priced equally. This is more expensive by $4. So this is $7,200 and this is $7,400 here in the Philippines. A little difference. I think you will never go wrong in choosing between these two. It's just a matter of preference and the shape of your foot. So if you're a wide footer, the LeBron Soldier 13s are way better for you. And preference wise, if you want bounciness on the 4-foot and the heel, if you want maximum cushion, go with the KD12s. But if you're a big man, if you're a big guy who wants more stability. So if your game is more on the power side, I will recommend the Soldier 13s. While if you're a guard, if you want court feel, and at the same time, very nice cushion setup, go with the KD12s. As for the weight of these two sneakers, the Soldier 13s are a bit heavier by 30 grams compared to the KD12s. I think because of the straps, because it's made out of plastic. There's a lot of plastic in the Soldier 13s. The KD12s is lighter by 30 grams. So they're about the same. While you're playing, you wouldn't notice that because the fit of these two sneakers are very, very nice. So that's it on my comparison video between the Soldier 13s and the KD12s. I hope I help you guys out. Once again, this has been Marches, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.